on Astro, newly formed trio, who's just on the same side of Amplify, Matzo, and Benji. So this is going to be a huge victory royale for Astro, Hardfight, and ADN to keep up that momentum from the previous round. And they have that RPG in their back pocket, and they're just going to elect to do a God Tarp over this entire rotation here. And so far it's looking strong, but if anyone looks up, they're going to have to deal with a lot of beams to get through that metal, Shio.
Yeah, I mean, the more time this is kind of
connecting
alive on these builds, the more it regens over and gets big health. Connection there on the backside too. Looks like they took out Stasio, seeing some VAP as well because they have that rocket launcher. Past that too, though, on the low ground, we see Krusty Blackstar rotating. Flick still getting some picks on the Mosh. 16 trios alive now in the 6th circle. We'll see how things roll. Astro last time came down in 15th place in game number 1 with just 13 elims. That was way later in the game too. Mateos gets a few picks. Thomas again converting onto Jachu and Karma, getting even more. Airwalks finally goes down, so they got to live all the way to this point, but Mateos picks them up. Another trio that needs to get in top 10 today. That baton kind of gets passed, and now Astro is working so well to stay ahead from zone. These guys are essentially playing on their own Fortnite map from what it looks like. They're in their own dimension right now, building their whole... This is the biggest tarp I've seen.
I know, it has gone from a God tarp to a Titan tarp, bigger than the gods themselves. And they're holding on as much as possible. They only have one RPG though, so it may not be a victory royale just so easily. But now you're seeing the chaos that's happening down below as Zest and Scout are actually in this fight. And he mentioned Airwalks, who was able to at least sneak into one placement point, but Tayson, Eyedrop, and Savage getting someone else. Expert going down into the fray. Now you're hearing the shattering of bullets colliding against builds here out in the distance. So many beams, and now the nice rotation here on the right side, getting into the front as much as possible. But now they're making a great rotation, and now they kind of separated for just a bit, but now you're seeing this. No, actually, yeah, they're right behind. What a great tarp right there from Tayson, and you're seeing the mechanical prowess. No missed edits, but the pressure from a hot has to be acknowledged in here, and they keep moving forward. So let's keep it on right now here, so as they get another knock, and Kepi now is running for his life, and another elimination.
Hunting down over and over again, looking for any morsel, but Thomas oversteps and gets taken down. Now, once again, a dual clutch has to be made, but it's Flick who's going to be up this time. No, it's Solo. So 4 elims, 50 builds, and the best loadout you could possibly ask for in the end game. Let's see what he can do. Has to drop down with pressure and break in. It's a game of seconds here on these pickaxes into a full trio as well. It's not possible. Shakos takes him down, and now Height goes down a little bit more as well. They're going to crush every single low ground trio with both pressure and their bodies. They're trying to connect to this mountain over here, this little hill, and make sure no one can really gather from it, build up, or do anything. Once again, they have a good foundation. Gray's still alive in the low ground too. Decoff, Blaster, and Alpha, that low ground trio you love to watch, is active as well. But ADN now is going for Height. Tayson's also there on mid. I think it's a 3-way Height fight currently. Big bouncer coming in from Tayson. No elims down just yet. 4 different trios. ADN goes down. He gets super finished. Eyedrop also taken out in the fray as a trade. Savage is there too, making sure he gets the entire finish up. And Astro is still holding Heights.
What a phenomenal Height kind of contested by Eyedrop Tayson just to get a little bit of damage to Height, and that's going to give an opportunity for everyone on the low ground like Shakos' trio to be able to walk away with this victory royale. One RPG here for Astro here could kind of ruin the run from the bottom teams, but Savage is still in this fight here. Savage is holding on, and that's going to be 8 elims, almost getting his 9th elim, but going down. So now Astro, alongside with Hardfight, Astro there is going to be the solo member of Height going up against the low ground team. And it's a battle between Shakos and Astro, low versus high, and Astro has so much HP that it's going to most likely be an Astro victory royale. He has some, yes, wow. That's it, the splashes, and what an unbelievable